Hi guys, soul fragmentation is something that everyone needs to go deep into when it comes to accessing their own different lifetimes from the previous incarnations as well as the present lifetime, as we need to associate ourselves with the fear, the shock, or any persecution or betrayal that is associated with the previous or the present lifetimes. Soul fragmentation is a deep topic because the word is small, but when we start talking about soul fragments, we even need to go deep into the karmic debt and the karmic surplus, because there will be trauma or emotional wounds associated with the persecution or betrayal that is coming from the soul fragment of a different lifetime. Now, the idea when we do the soul integration and do a soul retrieval is that we'll be able to lead a wholesome life by going to the particular soul fragment of ours from any of the previous lifetimes, and sitting here we'll be able to access the multidimensionality of our soul. That is the whole objective of soul retrieval. Like yesterday I was talking about limiting beliefs or the past life programming that we have is limiting us into sitting in into the single dimensionality of us, whereas when we retrieve our soul and assemble by collecting our soul fragments from our previous lifetimes, we'll be able to lead a whole life by accessing our multidimensionality, which is possible only when we do the soul retrieval. Now, there are a lot of things that we need to discuss when we talk about soul fragmentation. Like the first point that comes into my mind is about karmic debt and karmic surplus. Now, people with the limiting belief of the current situation that we have, that everyone has nowadays, when we access only our single dimensional self, the problem that everyone meets on a day to day basis is that we feel that we are being restricted or blocked to pursue a life freely, which belongs to us. I mean, if there are obstacles or blocks to pursuing a life freely, then that definitely that would raises us to thinking about if there is a karmic debt that we need to pay from our previous lifetime. If you are able to move freely and access your dreams and wishes, and be able to fulfill your life purpose, then you are in the karmic surplus. Like you will be doing positive karma every day. Karma is need not be, karma can always be generated by you on your day to day lives. It is not something that is deterministic only by our past actions. There are people who do awful things and still have a karmic balance in their lives. So karma is not something that uh, is a one-time thing. You can continuously do positive karma and still balance your lives from the negativities by releasing the past life traumas or emotions by doing the healing of your emotional wounds or past life traumas. There might be fear or shock associated with your past lives. When you retrieve the soul, we do soul healing basically by collecting our own soul fragments from various lifetimes. So, the major work while doing this soul retrieval, by doing soul fragmentation and doing the soul integration, the major work for us is to find out whether there are any shock or fear coming from betrayal or persecution from the past lives or the current lifetime also that you have in the earth. It could be, for some people, it could be coming from the previous incarnations, whereas for some, it will be coming from their current lifetimes. Now, if it is uh, a persecution wound, then how do we know that whether we were persecuted in the past or in the previous incarnation? Suppose you are living in a place where you are coming to a point where you feel that you want to do certain thing, and when you want to express it fully from your heart, you feel that you are being stopped or you will be beheaded or persecuted for doing such a thing in your current life, then definitely that leaves us a question to think whether we have been persecuted in our past life. So the persecution wounds will be very strong, and there will be a lot of trauma associated with the persecution wounds from the past. So there is a lot of emotional healing that needs to be done from the trauma or the persecution wounds that are coming from the past. If it is just a fear, then that fear of doing things, then that is not a very deep thing to explore, because normally when people want to do something, suppose you are seeing a tiger, and normally everyone will have a fear that the tiger will chase you and eat you or kill you. So that is something that your brain registers as a lexicon, that the tiger might chase you and attack you. So fear is normal for everyone. Fear is not a byproduct of your past life persecution or the emotional wounds or traumas that are associated with your past life. If you do the soul healing of your emotional wounds or traumas, then you will be able to uh, correctly uh, move away from those and do the soul retrieval. Now I'm going to talk about those shocks that comes from the previous incarnations. That shocks are something that needs to be very careful about, because they come from betrayal from your previous incarnations or your current lifetime. What will happen is, what registers in your cellular memory as a shock is something that comes out of a life changing situation or a betrayal, and there are moments where you will not be able to simply let go or forgive that. It could come and register in your mind as something coming from your past life as a shock, because the soul has experienced a shock in any of its lifetimes previously. What happens is, the soul does not want to go through the same thing, same betrayal again. It is like a coping mechanism for the brain. And what happens is, people, for things that require a higher level of compassion or understanding of forgiveness, by it can be only understood by knowing what your archetype or symbol is. Normally people who has a subconscious archetype of a certain label associated to them, it will be difficult for them to forgive others or forgive the self, or see things in a compassionate way in order to achieve your soul purpose. So what happens is, When events such as betrayal comes and registers in your soul from any of the previous lifetimes, those soul fragments will carry a shock which is registered in the soul, and they are not willing to unlock circumstances or unsee things in a way that will help them move into their own life direction by choosing a way of forgiveness or compassion for others. So this is something that is very significant in while doing a soul retrieval, because normally persecution, fear, and shock are things that are associated with the previous lifetimes. So when we do the soul fragments, when we collect the soul fragments and do the soul integration to do a proper soul retrieval, what we do is we'll be able to fulfill your own life direction sitting here by accessing your multidimensionality. So there will be problems. We'll be able to collect soul parts from transmigration of your soul by helping you go through your past life with the help of past life readings using tarot, or by collecting your akashic records. What is essentially registered as a fear or trauma or emotional wounding in your uh, heart or your deep cellular memory can be healed, and we'll be able to remove any of the shocks or betrayal or persecution wounds that are associated within your soul parts that we collect from different soul fragments from your different lifetimes. Actually, collecting soul parts and assembling the soul fragments is what is called as soul integration, or finally, while doing the soul retrieval, what we'll do is we'll help you assemble these soul fragments and integrate it in such a way that you will be able to see things in a compassionate way, and you will be able to forgive others who are around you in your current lifetime because of the shock or the trauma or betrayal wounds that you are carrying out from your previous lifetime. You are being blocked to move in a life direction that you want to choose, and those blockages can be removed, and you will be able to live a multi-dimensional life sitting here. Actually, that is the best part of doing the soul integration and soul retrieval. When we do this uh, soul parts integration by collecting your various soul fragments, the final objective is that you will be able to sit here, and within these limiting belief systems and all these lockdown and things going on around you, your issues with economy and all those things, still you will be able to access your multi-dimensional self by assembling your soul parts and by integrating that into your current system. And that is the best part of soul retrieval. And actually, see, different lifetimes, connecting to different lifetimes is something that you need to cooperate with us to help us understand where you were in your previous incarnations, because there will be a lot of interaction sections, like unless we understand what you were in your previous lives, your previous lifetimes, we'll be doing a lot of interaction and talking sessions to help us uncover the truth about yourself. Like there are people who will be able to connect to their previous lifetimes using divination tools such as crystals or tarot cards. Suppose we are doing a past life spread, some people will be able to catch up with their previous lifetimes. They'll understand what their subconscious labels are. So the all of these things comes into consideration, and for certain people we'll be able to give vibrational or sound healing sessions to help you uh, connect to your own previous lifetimes. There are some singing bowl sessions with us which will help you connect to specific lifetimes of your previous incarnations and help you assemble and disassemble and associate yourselves with your previous lifetimes. Now, soul integration work is something that you can do with help of any of these divination tools like tarot cards, crystals, or singing bowls, so that you will be able to connect to different lifetimes. Then the second part comes to us as soul healing. Soul healing, we should understand whether you have been facing any persecution wounds, trauma, or betrayal wounds, fear from the past. If it is just a fear of doing certain things in the present life, then that is not that's pretty trivial thing to look for. But if there are emotional wounds or trauma that is coming from your past life and sitting in your etheric blueprint now, then that needs to be fully healed, as your astral body should not contain any of this past life trauma that is retaining in your cellular memory as anxiety, panic attacks, or other triggers towards taking new steps in your life basically. Then the most important part is understanding whether you have any shock in your life. You have It is not the shock that we are facing right now, but because of the shock you have faced in your previous lifetime due to any serious life changing betrayal situations, that might be a huge blockage for you to accept the current life situation that you are in, to forgive others, or to see things in a compassionate way, so that you will be able to move in your own direction by forgiving others and practicing self forgiveness in your current soul space. That is what is available to you, can be fully utilized to access your multidimensionality. And for those things, we definitely need to go for a past life reading session, as if there are shocks that are coming from betrayal from your past life, then we need to do one past life reading, a general past life reading, and a significant past life reading where you have faced such an event of serious mental trauma or betrayal. And those sessions requires intuitive heart channeling or tarot sessions, which will help us. It can be done either through crystals or through tarot, whichever you may find it easier. The thing is that if there are serious betrayal wounds from any significant lifetime, a general past life reading is not just sufficient. We'll have to access any of your significant past life along with your general past life reading, and in that significant past life we will take a channeling. We'll do an intuitive channeling using tarot to help us take to that significant past life where you had a severe shock or a betrayal from the past. It could be even a severe childhood neglect or abuse that you are facing in your current lifetime, which could help us point you to a previous life incident that has happened from any of your past lifetimes. Now, there are a lot of interaction that needs to happen when we do these channeling sessions, so that we'll be able to help you understand and eliminate the resistance towards taking any action in your present life situation by being in a uh, higher state of mind, higher state of consciousness, to forgive others and live life in a compassionate and fulfilling manner by utilizing the current space available to you and going towards your wishes and dreams. Now, mostly these soul lessons will be retained in your memories as consciousness will not store any of these traumas or wounds. They will be only retained in your memories, in your cellular memory. That is the basic difference between what consciousness needs to manifest and what our cellular memory holds. So the biggest challenge in today's life is to understand what our consciousness wants to manifest in the lifetime, which is basically the soul integration and the soul retrieval work that we need to do to assemble the soul fragments and help you integrate that to move forward in a correct embodiment of the soul's purpose in this lifetime.